Hey guys, I'm Chris Woolard and I'm the missionary for this week of camp. You know, when I was a kid and I thought about missionaries, I always pictured having to go off to some far off distant land across the ocean, Africa, Asia. But the more I've grown and learned about Jesus, the more I've realized that being a missionary really just means being the church to people who need Jesus. And that means it can be to anybody, like somebody right out your back door, somebody at your high school or on your soccer team. You can be a missionary. You can be the church. Several months ago, I was taking a class in downtown Charlotte. Actually, I'll go and tell you, I was in a stand-up comedy class, and I graduated. I've got a degree in stand-up comedy, whatever that means. And in that class, I had a lot of people that I was able to meet. There was about 16 people in the class, and through the course of the time there, I decided to deliberately single out this one guy in the class that I thought, hey, you know what? I could be friends with that guy, and I bet if I pray for him, if I hang out with him, if I'm deliberate, I can teach him something about Jesus. Turns out as we started hanging out, he didn't know much about Jesus, and in fact was pretty resistant to the idea. But I deliberately continued the relationship, and I'm texting him, and we're hanging out outside of class, and we started kind of having coffee together at this local coffee house. Like 6 months go by. Nothing happens in terms of getting this guy any closer to knowing about Jesus. And then it happens. One day, we're in a coffee house, and we're just having a regular conversation about life, and he just breaks down. He's like, Chris, I don't know what to do with myself, man. I'm 32 years old. I live with my parents, but I've got 2 college degrees. I can't find a job that I like or that I can keep. And I have dabbled around in everything, believe me, but nothing seems to be fulfilling. You know this God that you live for, this Jesus that you talk about? I'm beginning to think there's something in that. Tell me about it. It's blown away. Over the last 3 months since that happened, we've been hanging out, we've been talking about faith. The guy's actually come to church with me on several occasions, and I think he's getting closer to actually accepting Jesus as a Savior. And I know that wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't deliberately sought him out. You know what? You can be the church. Over the course of this week, I want to share with you a couple of things that I've learned about being the church, that you can be to the people around you. And tonight is be deliberate. Be deliberate. Seek out real conversations with real friends. Think about someone right now that's in your life that you need to be deliberate about building some trust with, and you can talk to about Jesus. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing, and then we can move on. So in 6 weeks, my family is moving to Wilmington, North Carolina, and it is our goal to start a new church there, to start a new community of faith around our faith in Jesus. I'll tell you more about it as the week goes on, but what I want to ask you to do is just be praying for us as we go through this transition. I've got 2 small kids and a wife that we'll be moving with, and man, we're excited. I can't wait to talk more about our project and get you involved. You can be the church. Be deliberate.